Hello everyone, welcome to another stream, another Playing with Trains, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Well, a little bit after, more or less on time. We are going to jump straight into it. We're looking at the Kent services. No, we're not. Yes, we are. I am in the wrong service. I have loaded an East Coastway service, so let me just correct that, and we will get to... I've loaded the wrong service, which is a good start, isn't it? There we are, look. See? We're in Brighton Station. I've got confused as to what service we're running. Let me jump to the main menu. Excuse me. And good evening, Dougie. I did see you in the chat, so I did see you here. Let's just wait for the game to load. It's taking a little bit longer. I have removed various bits of content that I'm not playing. To the trains, choose a route. We are not doing East Coast Way. That's next week. Or the week after. I can't remember. I've planned them all. They're all scheduled on the channel. I just have to remember which one we're doing each week. We're doing Southeastern High Speed today. Let's jump to the timetable. We do the full because we can. And I don't know, let's run a 700 first. Let's do that. Do I have any personal? Do I have any Creators Club? I don't. Just the official. We're going to do... Yeah, let's do that one. That's a good one to do. A 44-minute service. That's fine. That's not a problem. There is an Xbox sale on at the moment as well, believe it or not. We constantly say that there's never any Xbox sales for Train Sim World content, and there we are. Lots of money to be saved on content there. If you haven't already got some of the routes, good time to pick them up. Let's get our sale set up. Master key is in. Let's set that to forwards. Let's click that. And unlock the doors. So we are going all the way to Raynham from here, from Dartford. We're in a class 700 0028 or 700 028 as it should be. Let's get the headlights on. Like so. So we are going from Dartford all the way to Raynham on this service, a Thameslink service. Just waiting for the passengers to load. We'll get the doors shut in just a second. There we go. About 30 seconds before departure we want to close those. Get those shut now. We're ready to go. We've got a 465 coming in. And you get one for free. What do you mean you get one for free? Jason gets one for free. Yes, he does. Yes. Is Jason here? We are ready to depart as we watch that train come in. Yeah, Jason does get a free bingo, so we'll let him decide which one it is when he gets it. If he is here already. Not showing that he's in the chat. I'm sure he's hiding. Our train is just pulling out. Sherman Hill, yes you do, yes. If you haven't already got Sherman Hill, It's free, so it's worth picking up. I know some people don't like freight, but it's not a bad route as freight routes go. As American freight routes go, it's not a bad route, and it's for free, so you might as well get it while you can. As our train is departing. Let's turn that one off. We have got quite a long train on our run today. Need to watch our speed here. So we're off to Stone Crossing is our next stop. And we've got 1.6 miles. Let's have a look at our timetable. Stone Crossing, Green High for Bluewater, then Swanscombe, Northfleet, Gravesend, Higham, Strood, Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, Rainham, where this train terminates. There we are. So we're going to accelerate up to 50. So we haven't done Southeastern High Speed in quite some time, so I figured we'd go back and look at some of the older routes while we wait for new content to drop. Specifically British content. We've made the decision, haven't we, that we're not going to be worrying too much about non-British content. We're literally, this is the direction that we're going in. You guys prefer British content anyway. If there was a sudden upsurge in people wanting content from Germany, America, etc., etc., then obviously we would look to pick that up. But we're only going to be focusing on British content going forwards for a little while. Evening, Jason. There he is. I was waiting for him to appear. So whilst we... Well, let's get into Stone Crossing. As we are at Stone Crossing, we'll look at the bingo card and Jason can choose his free bingo. So let's get there first. And then he can have his bingo for free. Although he did have quite a few guesses for the location. So the free bingo was given to those in the Discord for guessing the location of the title screen. Let's slow ourselves down. We don't seem to be stopping very fast, do we? It's going to be an overshoot. Quite a considerable overshoot. We have got a long train now, so we might be alright. We might get away with it. Most of the train is on the platform. Most, I say most, about half. Just under half, maybe. It's not a good start. Not a good start. Right, while we're there, let's jump to the bingo screen. So, let's jump to the title screen actually. So, the title screen, it showed a location. And the location I asked for you to guess in the Discord. Those of you that are in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the link is around somewhere. That location hiding behind our title is Rochester. It's Rochester Cathedral opposite the castle. Jason, after a couple of guesses, got it correct, as we expect. And so, Jason gets to choose a free bingo. Which one do you want, Jason? Or would you like me just to pick one at random? Amelia's upstairs, but she will be going to bed shortly. Do you want that one? We'll give you that one. Take the obvious one that is unlikely to be bingoed. Okay. Okay. It's probably going to be that one, that arguing with Tash one, isn't it? Let's be honest. That doesn't come up an awful lot. There you go. We'll do that one. Let's accelerate up to 70 for our green hive. We don't need to go too fast. It's not that far away. Coming into green hive. I hope you're all doing all right anyway. You've had a good week so far. You've had a good week from last week over the weekend into this week. We're going to go quite far down this platform, which is why I haven't been quite so aggressive with the braking on this time. Hopefully get a draw tonight, if not all 3 points. Oh yeah, Portsmouth are playing, aren't they? There we go, that'll do, that's a good stop. Load our passengers up. So, as I said before, if you are just joining, we are in a 700 028 all the way to Raynham, and we are exploring the Kent area in this week's stream. So we'll be on the Southeastern High Speed services, and then next week we jump to East Sussex, and then after that, if I scheduled it correctly, it should be Shap or Victoria. I'll have a look. I've planned about 4 weeks worth of videos. We're going to go, but the last northern train from Blackburn is now a bus replacement. Would take longer than the game itself. Yeah, that's not worth it. Lock the doors. Another 700 passing free. So continuing on to Swanscombe, about a mile away on this section of the track, of the route. Yeah, we've had an okay week. Nothing too major going on. A little bit of shopping here and there. Appointments and various things, eye tests and what have you. But other than that, not a lot going on. Let's bring our power off. Start to slow down. Yeah, we've overshot that stop marker, but it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. We didn't overshoot the station. We stopped slightly forwards of where we should be, but we're a longer train than normal, so I think we'll be alright. Not going to worry too much about that. I don't actually know how long our train is. Did it say? Is there a train length indicator thing here? Train config. That's still not working. Yeah, the screens is still an issue. Like, yeah, we got working screens. Yeah, no, they don't work. Well, the screens work, but accessing them does not. Unless you do this on the keyboard. So you can key across on the keyboard and do it that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're an 8-car service. It does say it up the top though, actually. 8-car unit. Screen gate. Yeah, it definitely is screen gate, yeah. Let's get to the right. There we are. North Fleet, platform 2, next stop. 0.6 miles. Why are we not? Because we have open doors, that's why. Let's close those. I thought they were shut. Yeah, no, screen gate. It definitely is a thing, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, console players can access the screen and they can do that and blah blah blah. And it's like, well, yeah, that's great, but once you go into the screens, you can't actually access anything. None of it is working. It just comes up driver mode constantly. Ridiculous. Yeah. Never mind. Doesn't take away from the overall gaming experience. It's an annoyance, but it's not game breaking. Let's be careful about our speed here. We are stopping. That'll do. We'll stop there. We'll stop short of the flu sign, because the last thing we want is flu. I'm not sure why there's a flu sign there. Is this like a flu area, flu epidemic area? Oh, I have no clue. Probably means something else other than what I'm saying anyway. Close the doors, and that's a bingo. As soon as I said it, I knew it was a bingo. Or shut the doors is a bingo, but it's close, it's close. There we are. Right, Gravesend, next stop. There we go. We've got oh, that's the custom livery 395 there. Off on its way to Ebbsfleet. This feels different. Like they've done something with that. I don't know. I haven't played this route in so long. I don't remember there being a big lake there, but perhaps it was always there. I don't know. It's been so long since I played this route. It's like you're playing politics with yourself. Everyone knows what's coming before you say it. Yeah. You are quite right. The 66 coming through. We need to get down to 30. We need to get down to 30 a bit quicker than that. Yeah, we're going to get told off for speeding now. Here we are at Gravesend. We had a little bit more room to play with there, but it's all good. With a 465. Lock our doors. And off we go. Higham is the next stop. 4 and a bit miles. 4.4, whatever that is. Yeah. So where are we on the map? We are here. Going along here. And all the way down. Someone's made a Pendolino SEHS livery. As much as it looks so wrong, it actually suits it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about doing that. I mean, I'm quite happy with the Pendolino having the Avanti livery and the Virgin livery. I think the Virgin one is about the only one for the Pendolino that I've downloaded. onwards we go. Past what looks to be some kind of sewage works. Lovely. There's another 66. I think the last thing I downloaded from Creators Club was probably some GWR stuff for the 150 on West Cornwall. And I think a couple of scenarios. Well, I've not played them. Downloaded them. Just creeping over the speed limit there. Going through Who Junction. No, it's not called Who Junction. What's it called? It is called Who Junction. Yeah, it is called Who Junction. I don't know what I'm talking about. Looking quite full with wagons today. I still remember when this was very empty indeed, this area. It was a source of much contention back in the day. Another 700 coming through. We all remember those days. This was one of my most played routes. It's not massively full, no. In real life, to be honest. No. I just remember it being completely empty in-game, and it being a big source of complaints and contention. We're possibly going to overshoot Higham, and it's going to be very, very unlikely that we perform a full stop there. Let's just continue on our way. Like nothing happened. Yeah, we weren't supposed to stop there. That's fine. It was a request stop, but the person got off at Gravesend or something. That's what we're going to tell ourselves. Fair evading anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. So go through this tunnel to Strood. where we need to slow down to 15. Let's get our speed down. Probably need a little bit more braking than that. Nightbot is ticking away. Give ourselves a little bit more power just to maintain our speed through here until we get to the stop marker. There we go. Keep rolling, Limp Bizkit tune. What are you talking about? The football. You're on about the football again. Good night. Oh. Amelia's gone up to bed in a mood. She's not said good night to me. I don't know what I did. All I did was say good night. She stomped up the stairs. Lock the doors. And then we'll go across the bridge into Rochester. There is the castle that we were talking about earlier, and then opposite is the cathedral that featured in the title screen, the thumbnail for the stream. You can go a bit faster than this. I'm only doing 8. Let's accelerate a little bit. submarine out over there. Just to see it. We've got another one of those Mallard livery 395s. I need to change the setup for that so that it literally only spawns when I'm using it, because it's a bit silly otherwise. So there is the cathedral. So that is where we had the screenshot for the title screen. Of course, we might not be able to fly over there at the moment, but we might get a chance to do that. You shouldn't have pink 395. No, I know we shouldn't. I don't need to be seeing more than one of those Mallard ones. And it was only ever a livery for a bit of fun anyway. It's not realistic at all. And it would make more sense for it to be on an 800 on an Azuma. Now, of course, but I'm not going to sit there and remake that livery on an 800. It's just not happening. It took way too long for me to do it, so I'm not going to remake it. One of a kind, a once only thing. I'm not redoing it. Okay, that hasn't registered me as being stopped. Not sure why. Why is it not recorded? It's being finicky about the fact that I'm not. That's weird. Because every other stop I've been at least more than 10 yards out. And it's let me have it. This time, no. Let's see if we can go over to the cathedral. I don't think we can. No. There's an invisible wall stopping us from flying out that way. But as you can see, there's the castle, there's the cathedral. And this shot was off of Google or somewhere. And just popped it onto the title screen. Looking out from the wall there. So from the wall at the cathedral that way. Lock our doors. And then we're off to Chatham. The home, of course, of Dovetail, the developers of the game. And Jason's actually been there twice. I'm still yet to be invited, but then I'm also yet to be invited as an ambassador as well, despite somebody apparently suggesting me for the ambassador program. And I have emailed them and spoken to them about the possibility of it, and heard nothing back, so I don't really know what's happening there. One day, maybe. Of course, the best way for you to help me become a Dovetail ambassador is to like the streams, like the videos, and subscribe. And get all your mates to subscribe as well. Because the more views and engagement that we have on the streams, the more that Dovetail will see the content and think, oh, yeah. I would really like to be an ambassador. It goes without saying, really. We've been doing this for some time, week in, week out, barring the occasional break. Okay, that's not too bad a stop. Twice. So we're going to make it a hat trick. What do you mean twice? I can smell some spray or something and it's overpowering. Are you spraying? I don't know what's going on. All I can smell is its overpowering smell of like body spray or something. It's ridiculous. Actually giving me a headache. Oh, yes, you have. You've been twice. Hoping for a hat trick. Of course. Let's accelerate ourselves away to... No, that's... Oh, I don't know. Something's... I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's like I've caught a can of aerosol with my foot or something. But it's quite overpowering. No idea. Anyway. Gillingham is the next stop. Gillingham? Gillingham? It's either a G or a J. However you want to say it. Gillingham is pronounced Gillingham. Gillingham. I thought it probably was. Another 66. So coming into Gillingham. Who turned the lights out? Yeah, quite. The headlights are on. So we do have a red signal at the end of the platform, but we're going to stop way before that. Oh, how's that for a stop? Spot on. Don't get too many of those. Might have to clip that. Spot on stop that was. Don't get many stops from me. That is true. That is also true. Let's close our doors. I'm just going to have a quick drink. And then onwards to the next stop and the final stop on this service, which is Raynham. 2.8 miles. We're going to go through this level crossing here. Accelerating up to 60. So if you haven't joined the Discord yet and you're thinking about doing so, Nightbot has literally just popped the Discord link in the chat for you. So if you want to join a very chilled, very positive thinking and fun community, then you can join the Discord there and come and have a chat with us. Yes. So yeah, I was just saying I don't know how we've managed to end up being so late. By 5 minutes or so, or 7 minutes now. Because we were having an okay run, so I don't understand how that's happened. Um, Somewhere along the way, we've picked up extra time, so never mind. Not a problem. There we go. That's a pretty good stop. This is the end of the service. We could have gone forward a little bit more there, but we're all right. We'll turn those off. Like that. There we go. We got a silver? Probably because we were late, and the overshoot as well probably didn't help. There we go. Okay. Let's return to the timetable. And we have around about an hour, so we need to find a service that will help us fill the next hour. Give or take. Let's have a look. What have we got? We could do a steam rail tour. We could do a 37 run. We could do 66, a 47. I don't think that those are particularly lengthy runs. Do we have an ECS service from Rochester to Faversham? The full length run is drives southeastern service from St Pancras International to Ashford. There's 39 minutes. It's not to Faversham. Or 37 minutes to go from Ashford to St Pancras. Should we do that one? We'll do a high speed service as well. Why not? It is very bizarre seeing that there's an Xbox sale on at a time when I've got pretty much all content as well. It's a bit of kick in the teeth, that. Let's get our train set up. I'm trying to remember where all the bits and pieces are. We want that on normal. We want TVM on normal, when we want that on normal as well. Where's... Oh, that was always a problem. AWS is over here. Oh, I remember. It's all coming back to me. So we are at Ashford International, and we are going straight through to Stratford. So we're not stopping at Ebbsfleet. And so let's have a look. We're stopping at Stratford and then at St Pancras only. And we are already over speed. And we've been stopped. Brilliant. That's a good start. Well done. KVB has already triggered us. Brilliant. Broke it already. Indeed. Are we are in forward. Come on. This is going well. Oh dear. What's going on here? We've got no power. Yeah, well, we just don't seem to be drawing power. So the KVB stopped us, and from that moment on, we aren't drawing power. But that would be, to me, because we don't have a pantograph up. Pan up the shoes down. Oh, there we go. Well, we still don't have any power. We do now. That was weird. It's going to stop us again now because we've gone over the speed limit. It might be alright. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It the KVB triggered, and then for some reason the pantograph was down. Odd. Have we got our lights on? Speeding again. What's new? So we can go up to full speed now. Yeah. So the emergency stop just pulls the shoes and the pantograph down, I would imagine. I've never had that before. It's usually just stopped, and then everything is fine. But it seemed to have pulled down the pantograph as well. Anyway, we're underway now, and we can accelerate up to 140 or 225 kilometers an hour. So 44 miles to Stratford International. At one point this was considered a fairly long route. Not so much now. It's still fairly long, but it's definitely not the longest route by far, and not the longest UK route anymore either. With it being overhead electrified as well, it'd be interesting to see if we could put an 87 on there. Fun fact, Ashford, Ebbsfleet and Stratford are no longer international stations. That is interesting. I would imagine that's to do with Brexit, I would assume. Or the fact that we're no longer, well, we haven't hosted the Olympics since 2012, when, you know, everything was international then, wasn't it? Or do you actually know the reason, Jason? I imagine you do. Eurostar goes straight to Folkestone and then Paris. It no longer stops at those stations. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Mum and Dad used to get the Eurostar from Ashford back in the day when they've been to Paris and what have you. They used to go to Ashford. Obviously now it's more popular just to go straight to London and catch the train straight from there all the way through. We are over speed. Only by a little bit. I think it was enough to put us in the red. "36 miles left to go." I do like the Javelin, but then I'm kind of one of those weird people that quite likes the modern stock. As much as the older stock, I quite like the 395s and the Pendolinos and the Hitachis, the 800s. I'm just one of those people. I know the Hitachis and things aren't to everyone's taste, but I quite like them. Not a patch on the old Class 43s, of course, but the only problem with the high speed runs is not having a lot of stops. So you're sort of sitting here not really doing an awful lot for quite considerable lengths of time, which is why I do prefer the commuter stop-start services. But it is nice to chill out and have a high-speed run every now and then, especially if the loco or unit that you're using is a fun one to use. For example, the 87. We do have another West Coast mainline over Shap stream coming in a couple of weeks, so we will be back on that route soon enough, and I'm sure we'll be recording some content. Ebb Fleet skippers are great. Let's just slow down. Yeah, I mean, being able to, trundle along at 140 non-stop all the way to Stratford is kind of fun. But there are those times, or the majority of times, I do like the commuter services. But being able to just sit back and relax and enjoy a nice little, run up to London at 140. It's a change of pace, isn't it? Why does that feel like we've got no lights on? We have got lights on. There we are. Here's one of those. Quite a few of these tunnels. Sorry, I'm just moving the microphone. I'm one of those people that sounds the horn as you go into the tunnel and then a quick blast as you come out. No other reason for doing it other than that I like doing it. I don't think it's a legitimate thing that train drivers do. It's just something that I've always done. "24 miles left to go." Got the motorway alongside us, which would be the M23, if I remember rightly. It might even say it. It might not. I can't see it on the signs there. If I recall correctly, it's the M23. In fact, it's not the M23 because the M23 is in Surrey, which is why I'm familiar with the M23 because it goes through parts of Sussex and Surrey that I grew up around, but it doesn't go into Kent. So the motorway along the HS1, along HS1. It's the M2. It's not the M23. It's not the M3. It's the M2. So I was kind of right in that there was a 2 in it. It's a bit of a tenuous claim, that is. Anyway, we've corrected the record now. It was the M2, not the M23. We are 2 miles an hour over the limit. that point it went red. It's like, behave yourself, stop speeding. 19 miles to Stratford. Oh, we put ourselves inside the train there. Coming into another tunnel, so we will sound a horn. Is that a tunnel? It's not. It's just a weird sort of overpass thing. There's a little tunnel there. There we go. It looks like that's Ebbs Fleet, is it? Yep, that would be Ebbs Fleet, wouldn't it? Yep, Ebbs Fleet International, which is now not Ebbs Fleet International. I'm not really sure what the point of sounding the horn in the middle of the tunnel was, but we've done it. Yeah. $14 miles to Stratford now. There'll be quite a few of these tunnels from now on as we approach Stratford and London. And then obviously we've got Dartford Bridge over there, which isn't quite accurate, but we've said this so many times. Hope it don't crash into Stratford. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? We can go a little bit faster. We've got just under 4 minutes to go 11 miles at 126 miles an hour. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. Has random glitching into Stratford both ends, has it? Oh god. We shall see what happens. We'll find out in 9 miles. continuing on our way to Stratford and then into St Pancras. The weather hasn't done much on either of these runs that we've done tonight. The weather has been pretty constant. Just apply some braking. And we haven't had anything too adverse to deal with. The same can't be said for my run on Fernbus this afternoon that I've recorded. It will be up on the channel tomorrow once I've edited it. So if you've been following along with the channel updates and things, we are currently in the middle of a couple of series. So we're doing an Assassin's Creed series as well as a Fernbus series, and obviously the stream. We've got some other bits and pieces of content to come as well. Some Batman, some Bioshock and what have you. But Assassin's Creed Syndicate has been our focus, as well as Fernbus. And we'll be continuing both those series. So we've got the second part of Fernbus to come tomorrow to the channel, and another part, or at least another 2 parts depending, for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And then we'll look at starting either Bioshock or Batman as well, to provide enough content for you guys to stay busy with watching it. Yeah, I mean, the channel's doing okay, the content's doing alright. Could we be doing better? Yes, of course, always. But we'll continue on anyway, and hope that we see the same level of growth this year as we did last year. So that's flashing now, so that means that we do need to reduce our speed. I'm not entirely sure why the HUD we don't need no people copying because their integrity has gone. Well, you said it, not me. But yeah, I mean, it'll always get spotted when people start copying us. You know, we've already spotted it this week anyway, with somebody changing their logo to look a bit like ours. So we're aware of it. As long as they don't start copying our content, eh? Good evening, Mr. Water. Or Water Gaming, as he's calling himself now. Welcome to the channel. Oh, that might be the glitching that you're talking about. Starting to freeze up a little bit there. Need to get down to under 100 kilometers. I've just noticed the HUD is not doing an automatic thing. It's showing in miles an hour there, rather than kilometers. That's a bit unusual. It should be automatic. Let's have a quick look at what's happening there. Options, settings. Which one is it? General. Display mode 4K. Which one is it? Oh, hang on. I've gone into the wrong thing. No, it's not that one. There, HUD and gameplay. Units. It should be units, shouldn't it? Automatic. Distance, automatic, 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 automatic. So why have we not got... So why have we not got kilometers per hour displayed on the left top corner? As opposed to mile an hour. Because the train's measuring miles an hour. Kilometers per hour. So it's kilometers per hour there, miles an hour in the top left. Which is a little bit confusing. But we will manage it anyway. As we have been to this point. Yeah, so it is glitching. It's glitching quite badly. However, it hasn't crashed yet, so we're okay. Why it started to do that? I don't know. I hope you're well, Mr. Water, anyway. Good to see you. Just pulling into here. It looks like we've got a Northern livery 395 on the next platform over. I think that might be one of Jason's, actually. Did you do a Northern 395, or was it someone else? Bet you can't remember now. It's there. Is that yours? Yeah, I'm good. How's you been? Yeah, I've been okay. Had a touch of the fibro kicking off, and low mood and stuff. But I'm doing alright this week. I'm back on the mend, as it were. Various things happened with another community that I'm part of. No Northern 395 by me. Okay. Yeah, I've had a bit of a low point with another community that I'm part of, a radio station as well, which will remain nameless, but you all know. But other than that, no, I'm all right. I'm on the mend. I'm feeling better. I went out yesterday evening, and did some kill team, Warhammer kill team, which last year, for various reasons, obviously political reasons, I wasn't able to do as much of the hobbying as I would have liked, because we had 2 elections. Unlock doors. Have I not loaded the passengers? Have I just been sat here talking without the passengers actually getting on the train? It would appear so. Whoops. So I wasn't able to do as much hobbying. I was able to paint stuff, but in terms of actually getting games of Kill Team in, it didn't really happen, and the content didn't really happen as much over that period of time. Transpennine, yeah, you know what I mean. Transpennine Northern. You're laughing at the fact that I haven't actually loaded the passengers. So yeah, this year we've got stuff happening in August. Of course, me and Tash are getting married, so we've got that to look forward to. So we're in the middle of wedding planning and paying stuff off and getting all of that organised. And we've got that to look forward to in August. But other than that, no. This year is a bit of a quieter year. There's no elections or anything on, so just that to look forward to. But yeah, it's always the winter months. Always hard. I always feel a bit low in the winter months because the cold and the damp affects the fibro, which then makes me grumpy because I'm in pain and I'm tired and I can't sleep properly, and you know. But no, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Focusing on what's important, you know. Creating more content as well, which is always good. having more time to create content. Right, St. Pancras International, 4.9 miles. We are going to be late because I messed up with loading the passengers there at Stratford. But we might be able to make up some time. We're going to be late either way, but we're not going to, yeah. Let's accelerate up to 140. Or 225 as it is. Yeah, it is a bit, but you know, I've got the time to do a fair bit, so there's a bit more regularity to the content coming out. Like I say, there's a Fernbus series that we're working through, and the second part of that is going up the Late Daddy. Yeah, well, I've been called the Spad Daddy elsewhere. The fact that he kept saying it was getting a bit grating, but I understand the joke. It makes sense. I understand why they called me that. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying the content creating, and the fact that we're going back to some older games and playing them, finishing them off, you know, clearing the backlog out, is quite good as well. It means that games that most people may not have played for a little while or not seen much content on, we're getting stopped by KVB. Yeah, it means that there's, you know, it's new content for the channel, but they're older games, and also by covering games from the backlog, it means I'm saving a little bit of money because I'm not buying new games for the channel so often. So that sort of saves money for the wedding and stuff. Although we will be covering games if we can afford it. We'll be covering the new games coming out as well. There's a couple of new games coming out at the end of the month. Ambulance Life, I'm still umming and ahhing about whether to pick that up or not. And obviously Tram Sim, City Transport Sim Tram, which Jason and I have been following for a little while now. Partly because we run a Facebook group for the previous version of the game, Tram Simulator. So we have been awaiting the City Transport Sim to come out. Are we able to continue? Yeah. We appear to be rolling backwards. That's all gone a bit wrong. There we go. I remembered what Jason told me and did that again to enable us to continue. Let's try not to go over speed, because that's what did it for us. Yeah, City Transport releases on the 28th of January, which I think is the same day that Ambulance Life comes out. So I have to potentially make a decision as to which one to get. I don't know. If I get either one of them, we'll have to see. Ambulance Life looks okay. I'm just a bit concerned that it's another one in a series of Life games. And the last Life game that we bought was either Garden Life or Taxi Life. Garden Life was alright. I played it a lot, and it was quite a fun, chilled out. I've been stopped again. A fun, chilled out game. But I haven't touched it in quite a considerable amount of time now. And Taxi Life, I sort of dip in and out of now and then. So I'm a bit like, do I want to pick up Ambulance Life? And will it actually be any good? Ludwigsbahn releases on 30th. Yeah, I know, but it's... Oh, Ambulance Life is the 6th of February. Did they push it back? Because I thought it was the end of this month. Yeah, I might do the same as you, Water, to be honest, with Ambulance Life. Watch some streams watch some streams of it before making that decision. You will watch, yeah. Oh, hang on, it's glitching again. Yeah, I mean the trailers make it look like it'll be a lot of fun, and for someone like me, who enjoys sort of medical stuff anyway, I love that sciencey stuff and medicines and stuff. And I've been watching Grey's Anatomy quite a bit. I mean, I love all that. But how well that will translate into a video game, and considering that apparently it's made by the same people who made Police Sim, that worries me. The fact that it's made by the same people who made Police Simulator, that does worry me quite considerably. I need to stay below 25. So I don't know. I'll see. At the moment, I'm enjoying the series that I'm doing. I'm enjoying playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well as Syndicate. I'm enjoying playing Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, which I picked up recently. Great games, those. I love anything that allows me to be creative. So Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, I'm absolutely loving both of those at the moment. Although Planet Zoo I'm finding a little bit more tricky to work out than Planet Coaster. But yeah, due to the feedback off the demo, I imagine the demo was on Steam, was it? And I mean, the one that I'm really waiting for is The Precinct. I played the demo of that on my laptop. My laptop just about managed to run it. And that was fun. And it's kind of got that retro GTA sort of vibe. But they've delayed that quite considerably. And I've no idea when that's coming out to console now, or whether it even is. And I found another game that's quite similar to that sort of style called The Fugitive. And it's on sale at the moment on Xbox, but I haven't picked it up yet. What else am I looking forward to? We'll have a look in a minute. There's a couple of RPG type games that I'm looking forward to as well. Unlock the doors. Actually, let's have a quick look. No, we'll do it in a minute. There's another game. No Rest for the Wicked. That's the one. It's like a top-down Diablo style RPG thing. I bought Planet Zoo on Steam a few weeks ago. It was only £10 something for the deluxe edition. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm just still trying to figure it out. Like making habitats and working through all the systems. So I've been doing the sort of career mode and working through that to kind of figure out how things work and how to make stuff. But it feels less intuitive than Planet Coaster 2. I don't know why that is. It's just the way that things work and stuff on Planet Coaster 2 seems to make more sense to me than the way it's done on Planet Zoo. So whether they did, because I know they've done Planet Zoo first and then they did Planet Coaster 2. So Planet Coaster 2 is the newer one. So obviously maybe they've tweaked the systems or something between the two series, and that's why Planet Coaster 2 feels more intuitive. Or I could just be talking nonsense and not actually know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Who knows? It's very likely. That's that. We've got around about 10 minutes, but I don't know if we're going to get another service in. We'll go and have a look. We'll get off this train. We're going to have a look around here and see what's what. Of course, we can jump to a couple of other routes. We've got Great Western Express we can jump to, London Commuter and West Coast Mainline Euston to Milton Keynes. So we've got Great Western Express, etc. So we can jump to those, and we will be looking at the route hopping feature in another video at a later date. We've got some 43s over there. East Midlands. They seem a little bit low poly. They haven't spawned in quite right. But it's good to see them anyway on there. And then occasionally we get the Eurostar and the Ice Free in here. We have had them. However, I haven't got that installed, so they won't appear. Of course. Can we go down here? We can, but they don't work. That's really not loaded in very well at all, has it? We'll go back up. The escalators are out of action. I just loaded in now. There we are. And they've loaded in a bit better as well. I don't know. What should we do? We'll go to the main menu. Xbox sale. I've already covered that. I don't think we've got any 10-minute services, have we? That went down the wrong way. Are there any 10-minute services? Let's have a look. Got to be like an empty coaching stock move or something we can do. There's a 17-minute service. There's a 14-minute service. From Gillingham to Rochester. We'll do that. We'll do a 37 service. It's going to push us a little bit over, but we'll do that. We'll end the stream on that one. Something a little bit different to end the stream on. Managed to squeeze in 3 services today. The precinct is due out first half of 2025. Yeah, but it was due out late last year, and it got pushed back. Probably as a result of the demo again. I do love the 37. For some reason it's pushed us out to the back of the train in this view. I love the 37. I really do. That light is completely ineffectual, but here we are. Anyway. Versa forwards. Do you know what? I'm actually going to not do that. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to do a cold start. Or at least I love the start-up sound of the 37. Are you ready? So it's in engine only. It's off now. So we'll start it back up. I love that. It's such a great sound. We are just waiting for that signal to change. And then I'm going to give it some thrash. I mean, I could just... It's not going to do it because the brakes are on. Denied. Stop at location. Rochester platform 1. Yeah, we can't because we're still waiting for that signal to change. But then I will give it some thrash. Come on. We're sat here waiting for possibly that service there. No, we're waiting for that service. That's the one we're waiting for. Which is going to go in there and probably pull into that platform, hopefully. Or not. Ah, I hate waiting. Don't stop. We'll be sat here forever. Well, this is fun. This is why it takes 14 minutes. Because you sat here for 5 of them. Come on. We don't even have to go very far. We are just sat waiting. That is half the problem. Yeah, that now leaving. Well, it will be in a minute. Come on. Well, this has been exciting, hasn't it? We appear to be rolling forwards. I'm hoping if I roll forward slow enough, by the time I reach the red signal, it'll have changed. I am, of course, very optimistic. Goodness me, come on. It hasn't left. Oh, it's leaving now. Okay. Let me just put the brakes on for a second. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Denied, wait for signal to change. I'm waiting. Just letting them know that we're here. Like, get on with it. Please hurry up. Ridiculous. Ah, there we go. It's yellow. We can move. I'm not waiting for it to go green. Full thrash. Off we go. Love it. It's just a great sound. It really is. We are now speeding, but I don't care. I'm in a 37. I do not care about speeding. He says, applying the brakes and slowing down. We'll do it right until we can open up, and then we'll give it some proper thrash. Thrash and spad. Yeah, why not? We'll see what happens. Full thrash. I'm trying to get a decent camera angle. Through this tunnel. Excuse me. Through this tunnel. Try and get up to 60 before we have to slow down again. Love the reflections as well off the cab. Off the nose. I am speeding, I don't care. We're going to spad. We are going to spad. It's going to happen. I am not going to stop in time. Here we go. Here's your spad. Yeah. Jason correctly called it. I don't even care. We've managed to stop right on the 2,900 hours, 2,100 hours, 9 o'clock, whatever. There we are, that's that. You get your bingo there, Jason, as well. Thrash and spad. There we go. Spad. There we are. We needed to have a spad in there somewhere, didn't we? It wouldn't be a stream without an actual spad. Perhaps that was a bit of a cheat, that one. I just went for it. Yeah, that's that for another week. And correctly clipped it. Thank you very much. That's it for another week. Thank you very much to everyone who joined in. To those who have viewed, you guys in the chat and everyone else. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good week, or the rest of the week into the weekend. And I will see you next Wednesday for another one. Take care for now. Bye-bye.